Congratulations, you just upgraded your Bqool plan to the $100 a month plan, so now you have access to the AI repricing rule. You are a real baller because you can spend $100 a month on a repricer. Now, there's 5 repricing rules, so what purpose each rule serves, which rules to use in what situations. This is what we're going to talk about today. Before we actually get into the video, this video was inspired by someone, it was requested, I should say, by someone on the Discord, Millennial Money Mom, so shout out to you for requesting this video. And so yeah, we have a Discord server, so link in the description. Join us, come and go with us. We have live calls every single week right now, and if you have any questions, it's the best place to ask your questions, to meet new sellers, to network, because this is what's going to get you ahead in this game, in this business. All right, so let's look at the AI repricing rules. So this is Bqool. This is the 5 AI repricing rules that are available. So you have the AI Sales Maximizer, AI Sales Booster, AI Equalizer, AI Profit Booster, and AI Profit Maximizer. So what does all that mean? So you should see these rules like as a spectrum, right? On the far left, so let me do this so you can see my hands actually. So on the far left, you have this is to get as many sales as possible, and right here it says to get as much profit as possible, right? So you have the AI Sales Maximizer on this one, and on the other end you have the AI Sales, the AI Profit Maximizer. All right, so anything in between will play just in between that, right? So you have the AI Sales Maximizer, as I said right there, where you can see that is to optimize sales. So you are going to reprice aggressively to maximize sales. And the AI Profit Maximizer on the other end is 5-star profit. So it's going to reprice aggressively to maximize profit. So there's 3 rules in between. So it's pretty easy. Like it's and I think everybody understands that now. So you have the AI Sales Booster, which is going to be a little bit less optimized to actually like optimize for sales. It's going to be a little bit less than that. And then you have the AI Profit Booster on the other end. That's going to be like, it's basically in between, right? Because the AI Equalizer is going to be in the middle, and it's not gonna it's going to be a balance. So it's not going to optimize too much for sales, it's not going to be optimized too much for profit, but it's going to be right in the middle. All right, so it's going to balance sales and profit. And so you have the AI Sales Booster on the left and the AI Profit Booster on the right. I'm sorry, that is going to be a little bit more optimized for that. All right, you can, if you are in doubt at any time, just go back to this page and look at the stars, right? It's super easy to understand. So now, in which situation should you use which rule? So usually, like, to be honest, usually what I used to do is I used to use the AI Profit Booster on pretty much everything. All right, except if my price tanked and that I had to, you know, and if I have to liquidate the product super fast, I would go with the AI Sales Maximizer. But like most of the time, I was going with the AI Profit Booster that is right here, all right, which is repricing incrementally to boost profit, not to maximize, but to boost. So you already like, it's going to give you a little bit more sales than the AI Profit Maximizer most of the time. But now, if you guys don't know, I had a conversation with Samuel from Bqool, and we have a whole 1-hour webinar that still need to be edited. So I will release it. Whenever it does, I will link it right there if you see this video in the future. But I talked with Samuel, and one of the features that is the least utilized, like the most underrated on Bqool, is the conditional repricing, and nobody's using it. And the good thing is that with the conditional repricing, you can use those 5 AI rules at the same time. And I'm going to show you how. I'm not using the 5 rules at the same time, but I'm only starting to experiment with the conditional repricing rule. And here's one rule that I have been playing with. So let's just look at the conditional repricing rule first. So the conditional repricing rules, so it can auto switch your rules and your minimum price when like based on different conditions, right, on things that can happen. And I've been starting to work to experiment with the inventory age condition, and based on the age of my inventory, it's going to change the rule and the minimum price. And I'm going to show you how right now. So there's honestly a ton of things that you can start working with the conditional rules. I'm just starting to play with it, but I have a few great ideas, and that I'm going to share in other videos. I'll make a full video on the conditional repricing rule, but I want to show you how I'm using my AI repricing rules right now, because I'm using them. I'm starting to use them with the inventory age condition, so it makes more sense, and it's gonna change my rules to make sure that I'm selling my products fast enough, because I'm trying to keep my average age in inventory for all my products under 60 days, right? And if it goes above 60 days, I'm trying to liquidate this inventory way faster. So you could potentially use every single rule, every single AI rules right here based on the days in inventory for your inventory. But what I'm doing right now is that, and I'm not putting this in every single listing, but like I'm trying to test listing with this. And so what it does is, what I do is that for the inventory that's aged between 0 and 30 days, I'm going to maximize my profit. And this is an advice that I had from Samuel, because on the first 30 days, you want to actually optimize your profit. And I set my minimum return on investment at 30%, all right? So it's gonna maximize my profit. It's gonna give me as much profit as it can for the first 30 days. And then starting on day 31, I'm gonna change that and I'm gonna go to match buy box. So instead of working with the AI repricing rule, I'm gonna match the buy box most of the time to get as much sales as possible at 30%. Because it's gonna increase my sale a little, but it's also going to, whenever I get the buy box, it's gonna push my price up as well. So you can, if you want to, mix those rules. You do not have to only use AI repricing rule. You can mix up, you can put some rule-based rules in the mix. And this is what I'm starting to experiment with, right? And starting on day 61, like I'm reducing my return on investment to 20%, and I'm using the sales booster because I'm trying to move that inventory faster, right? I really want to reduce my average day in inventory because I'm trying to test some stuff. So if I ever get the Plum cards, the American Express Plum card, I can put a lot of spend into it, and I have 60 days to basically sell my inventory, like, because you have 60 days to repay the card. So I have like less than 60 days, but you get what I'm saying. I'm trying to use this rule and see if it's going to reduce my average day in inventory, and see if I can potentially use this rule and code in maybe the Plum rule. So everything, like all the inventory that I will put on the Plum card, if I get it in the future, I will put this rule on it. Because it will be different that if I were to buy inventory with cash, right? So I would separate that. And there's a lot of stuff like this that you can do. So let me just go back here. So as I said, then the match buy box, then I'm reducing my inventory on day 61. I go to the AI sales booster, and after 90 days, I just want to break even and maximize my sale, liquidate all my inventory. And I should actually, maybe after 180 days, just sell the product as a loss, I guess, or maybe even before that, because I want to move that inventory out of my inventory, if I can say it this way. And yeah, so I will make a whole video on the conditional repricing. So it's called, I'm sorry, I forgot. But this is how I'm using my AI rules right now. So I think, as a rule of thumb, if you do not use the conditional repricing rules, you can put the profit if you're not too leveraged. Because here's the thing, this is going to depend, like your repricing strategy is going to depend on how leveraged you are. I'm not too leveraged. I'm mostly cash right now. And I know for a lot of sellers it's not the case. So even if my days in inventory my sales velocity is a little bit slower, I'm fine with it. But if you leverage, you want to have a higher sales velocity, it's not the case for me. So it's going to depend on that, right? I'm like, by default, like if I do it like myself, I do not use the conditional repricing rule, I will put profit booster on everything. Now I'm starting to play with stuff that I can use to have a liquidation strategy in place in case I want to leverage myself way more than I am. I'm really not leveraged right now. I'm mostly cash, as I said. So yeah, but this is something that you need before you actually start scaling your Amazon business, right? So this is all my repricing rules. This is the AI powered repricing rules. Yeah, if you want to do the same thing as me, use the profit booster, do it. Other than that, it all depends on what's your strategy. One thing to note though, by default, the AI repricing rule will tank your price when the buy box is suppressed, and it happened to me. you can change that, and I would say that you need to change that. Let me just say how to do this. So let me go to the AI repricing rules. Let me go to my repricing rules, and let me show you where it is. So you would go to edit the rules, and I'm going to take the AI equalizer right there. And so get buy box. When you see when buy box is suppressed, just put do not reprice. And if you see that you do not get the buy box for a product, like I'm sorry, that you do not get enough sales for a product, just use my regular rule-based rules for when you do not have the buy box. If you haven't seen the video on all my rule-based rules, watch it here. But yeah, I would not use the AI repricing rules for when the buy box is suppressed, just because, you know, it tanked my listing a bit. Not too bad, but like I could have just matched the minimum price, and I would have been fine, right? So this is one thing. This is maybe one thing that you can improve with the conditional repricing. I'm not sure. Let's look at it. Maybe if we do, and let's play with it a little bit. Right? So let's try to create, because this is not the only this is not going to be the only conditional rule that you can use, the one with the inventory age. You can use advanced FBA. What is it called? Yeah, the FBA advanced condition. And as I said, I'll make a whole video on this, but like maybe you can do this with this. I'm not even sure. Maybe it's one of the let's see, buy box. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure you can do this, but you could do something more what is it called? You could do something more advanced with this specific rule, because you can actually use the inventory age and build a rule that is actually better than whatever I did myself. So yeah, it would be good actually. It would be cool if as a condition, the buy box being suppressed, if the buy box being suppressed would be a condition, but it's not right now. I don't think so. I don't see it, at least. So yeah, that's it. So yeah, guys, this is the AI repricing rules. This is how I use it. This is how I would use them as well. As I said, if the buy box is suppressed, it's just not to use it and just use a rule-based rule. And so yeah, that's today's video. Subscribe to the channel, like this video, watch these other videos on the screen. I'll see you tomorrow for a new video. Thanks for watching.